Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about how or what are the parameters you should keep in mind when you want to do a successful FB campaign. To start off with, the first step is to be convinced that I have a product which will do wonders if my FB campaign uh, is goes well or is successful vis-a-vis doing it on LinkedIn or Insta or anywhere else. Okay, so that's a different topic. We are not getting into that today. What am I getting into it? I'm convinced my product will do well in FB. Now, how to go about the campaign? What is the product? Let's take a product. Here's a bracelet. It's a red jasper bracelet, and there are a lot of these crystals that are there. They have very good healing effect. I am wearing them all the time. But let's say I want to sell these. Now, I already have a website and I have a loyal set of customers, but I want to expand it. Now, what's the first thing I will do? The first thing would be is to go to the FB manager. There are two ways of doing a campaign. One is an FB ad manager, which opens in a separate browser. The second thing is I already have an FB page, and let's say I have a post. I have a very nice post, and I want to do an add on bracelets. This is just one among them. There are loads of others, and let's say I have 5 bracelets. So what's the first thing I will do? I will take pictures of the product, right? Because if I want to do an ad, and when I say campaign, I mean a little more than boosting a single post. Boosting a single post can be done every day, but we don't use the word campaign with that. Campaign means something which is little more involvement than just boosting a static post. Okay, it could be a video, but I'm assuming let's take a carousel ad, and I want to promote bracelets, healing bracelets. Okay, now what do? I have to product shoot, what we say as a product shoot. Why is it important? It's important because everything that looks good attracts first. How does a viewer let's go through what a viewer reacts. How does a viewer react when you're scrolling through your homepage on FB, and the moment you see ads? What is your attention span? 3 seconds at the max. What do? You look at the pictures. If it attracts you, what is the first thing that attracts your eyes? A picture, a good image. And if it sticks to you, if it clicks to you, you go more. You see, okay, what is it? It's a bracelet, or maybe it's a stylish bracelet. Oh no, it's a healing bracelet. Okay, what is it all about? And then the curiosity increases, and slowly we go step by step. So if I miss out on the first step, that is, what is the first thing that attracts someone? How do I catch your 3-second attention span? The image has to be good. The post has to be good. I'm not saying you need DSLRs. I'm not saying you need professional cameras or professional photographers. Use your phone. No, phones nowadays are very good cameras. But yeah, the lighting has to be good. The setup has to be good. You can't just put it on a bed sheet and take a click and upload it. It wouldn't look nice, right? So that's also a part of creativity, where shoots are planned, professional shoots. You don't have to do professional shoots for everything. If you're a startup, you don't have to. But yes, if you don't know things, go to YouTube. Everything is there, and the basics we can all do. I'm not saying it has to look great or grand. I use Canva for everything. Canva is there. It just makes your product absolutely gorgeous. But it's important that the image is good. If you do it professionally, great. But if you don't have the budget, make sure it looks good. That's all. What's the next thing? Next thing would be, I have chosen my products. On what basis do I choose the product which I want to add? A very important thing. Yeah, there would be various types of bracelets. Why would I use a red jasper, not an amethyst or something like that? Well, for me, out of like zillions of crystals that are available, let's say I have selected just 3 of them for my campaign. Now, why these 3? Because these 3 heal problems which are very common, right? Let's say if I say a bracelet will calm your mind, reduce anxiety, on another will is good for your immune system, digestive system. Another is probably good for hormones, which women face a lot of problems nowadays. It's been there forever. So on what criteria do I select my products? I select them on the basis of how common it is. Because the more common the product is, the chances of people relating to it is more. right? And I'm not gender biased. Men, women, everybody can wear it, right? So on basis of that, that is, you can't expect great campaigns out of niche product, because my target audience is niche. It's very handful of people who will really be interested in it. Okay, so identifying the right product is very, very, very important. Now that I have done that, and I have done a shoot, or I've created my posts through Canva or AI or whatever I use, whatever software I use, what's the next thing? Who will buy it? Who is my target audience? What is the kind of product I'm selling? I'm selling something which is more relatable to people who are probably, up till 30-35, because they are not spiritually inclined to that extent. Anybody who is more mature will probably may have a spiritual guru, or maybe he or she has medicines and doesn't believe in all these. I don't think it matters what is energy, what is negative, positive. No, it's difficult to convince people who knows nothing about this field of healing, right? But nowadays, of course, the awareness has increased drastically. But who would easily get convinced on something which, and I'm pricing it at a very competitive rate. I'm just charging like 500 or 700. Which is not a great price for somebody who, once a month. It's something which we spend very frequently. So who will be interested? Who is my target audience? The younger generation, right? Up to 35. Because they're the ones who will want, okay, I don't want to spend a lot, but maybe if I have a problem, I get angry very fast. I'm very stressed all the time. I don't know how to de-stress myself. If there's something that will help me, why not give it a try? Because if you go to a doctor, they will say, okay, take the medicine, sleep well, but control your anger, go do physical exercise. We all know all of it, which is definitely very good. But I mean, I am personally for this. That's why I took this bracelet and this topic, because these products help me a lot. So if something adds value to your process in de-stressing, why not, right? Okay, so who will have this kind of flexibility? The younger generation. It's difficult to convince the older generation in these products, right? Who would be your target audience within 35? Maximum 30 to 35. Male, female, more of females than male, because women accessorize. Men generally stay away from accessories, but women are open to accessories, right? Now, where would they be located? I'm saying in bigger cities. Not necessarily. They would be located in rural areas also. But I want to start with independent, empowered women who work in bigger cities, because they are the ones who are open to a lot of things. They have broken a path. They are like the trendsetters, right? So now that I know my target audience, and how have I defined the target audience? Absolutely on the basis of the product. I have still not opened the ad manager page of FB. I'm doing this all in my mind to get clarity. And now, after I have clarity on my target audience and the location, I can now go to FB, upload the carousel. It's very simple. It's not that difficult. Do it a couple of times, you will know it. And write the whatever needs to be written in terms of your post text is very important. If I am in a carousel ad, let's say I have 3 posts, okay, and I have a common post text. So what do I have to write there? I have to write what my target audience wants to know about the product, not what I think is generic or should be written, right? Everything is a way of thinking. We call it strategy, but strategy is nothing but a way of thinking. So what does my target audience want to know about my product? Okay. I'm closing this here. I'm taking the execution in the next video. Okay, see you soon. Here. Hi, welcome back. So this is part 2 of the video where we have come to the Facebook ad manager page. Okay. Now what is it that we are doing now? We have to write the objective of the campaign. What is the objective of the campaign? How do you decide that? What do I want to achieve out of the campaign? As an entrepreneur, as somebody who has his own business, what do I want to achieve from this campaign? Am I really looking at a lot of conversions, a lot of people buying the product? Maybe not. Why? Is my TG aware of the product? Is my target audience aware of the fact that these are really good stuff and I must buy them. No, right? I have to educate them. I have to convince is the word in my product. In my case, I have to convince my target audience that here is something which also can have good impact on your health, besides the supplements, besides exercising, besides spirituality, religious beliefs, besides everything else. There is something else which can also have good impact. So, excuse me. So that is what I have to do. So my target audience is not convinced of my product. So I have to convince them. How do I do that? I use the post text. I write exactly things which they want to hear. Okay? And I do not write things which are very generic. It has to be very, very specific to your product. And understanding what stage of understanding is your customer target audience in. As I defined, mine do lack awareness. So my objective cannot be sales, conversions, or traffic, increasing traffic to website. It has to be awareness, because I am in that phase as an industry, we are in that phase. Okay, so once we know that, and then of course whatever is basics, it goes out, it's very generic. Third is, what is the next thing that we have to do? We have to upload our 3 posts that we've made. We upload the posts. What is the call to action? The call to action in this case will be no more, right? It can be visit site also, but should it be buy now? No, I don't expect them to buy. They are not even convinced of my product. How can I expect them to buy? No more. Why no more? Because I know you're not convinced of this industry. I know you're not convinced it can have an effect, good effect on your health. I know that 500 rupees or 700 rupees that you will spend here, you're not sure whether it's worth it or not. Therefore, I want you to know more about the product. You click no more, you go to my website. Do I take you to the cart? Yes, I definitely take you to the cart. But I also tell you more about the product. How can you do that? Very easy. I take you to a landing page where there are these 3 products which you can buy, and it also talks more about my industry, about crystals. Excuse me, where have they come from? How have they originated? Yeah. So once we've done all of that, and there are various ways of doing it. I know carousel ads are generally for conversions, but it differs from industry to industry. There is no rule. It's all learning by doing. Generally, companies who use carousel ads for sales conversions are the ones who people already know about. They don't need people to convince. If I'm selling jewelry, or if I'm selling, lip balms or whatever, lipsticks, I don't have to educate them or convince them. That's already there. All I have to do is say, these are the colors, this is the price, you like it, But I, as an industry, am in a different phase. My product is in a different phase. So, no more is very important, right? Now, obviously, you click, you see, you can buy the products, and plus you can also know about the products. Maybe you can say no more about the products. Whatever, that's a very creative call. That's a very, or maybe in your post text itself, you can give a link like, know more about crystals in this link, right? So if I give no more on top, I don't have to give no more below. Below I can say buy now, because I hope I have convinced you, I've given you a link. This is the way you have to think. What am I doing? I'm trying to tell you how to think. It's not organic. There is no rule book to it. It's industry to industry specific. You have to know how to think. Every little thing has a thought behind it. Okay? Then, that's now, how is my target audience reacting to it? Well, we have to see that. Maybe some people come to the page, they see, they want to know more, they go to the home page, or they read below, they scroll below. How will you know whether they have scrolled below? How will you know whether they are willing to know more about it? You will see the page time. How much time are they spending on the page, right? A lot of other criteria are there. Google Analytics is there, a lot of other analytics is there. So that's a different topic. That is how is the campaign successful, not successful, all of that is different. But today's topic is solely about how do I think while I'm wanting to make an FB campaign. These are the various parameters. It's not as per rule book. There is no rule. Everything that you do is very, very customized as per your target audience, as per your product, as per your price line. Okay. So I hope this has helped. Do let me know. This was something that everybody wanted to discuss, so I thought let me share my point of view and open to listening to yours. Okay, so thank you. Have a nice day. Don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Bye.